No one expected this kind of battle. People had watched lions fight tigers, bears attack wolves, and snakes battle crocodiles. But this was something no one had ever imagined. This was not just another animal fight. This was something beyond science, beyond history, beyond imagination. This was the battle between the strongest dinosaur to ever walk the earth and the most powerful dragon ever told in myths. On one side, the ground shook under the giant feet of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. He was the king of dinosaurs. With a massive head and powerful jaws, the T-Rex ruled his world. He was built for killing. His bite was strong enough to crush a car. His legs were fast, his eyes sharp. Even though his arms were small, nothing else about him was weak. The T-Rex was a true beast, and no animal in his time dared to fight him. But today, it was not facing another dinosaur. From the sky above, moving like wind through clouds, came something ancient and terrifying. A long, shining body with golden scales, glowing eyes, and no wings, but it flew anyway. It was the Chinese dragon. The Chinese dragon was not like the Western ones people saw in movies. It didn't breathe fire. It didn't live in dark caves. It was something more powerful. It was a creature of the skies. It was said to control storms, lightning, rain, and even the wind. Old legends, people worshipped it. They called it a god. They believed it lived forever and could not be killed. And now, it had come to fight the T-Rex. The world stood still. The battle between these two legends was about to begin. The T-Rex roared. The sound was deep and loud, like thunder rolling through the mountains. His heavy steps crushed trees and rocks beneath his feet. His head turned slowly, scanning the open plain. He felt something was near, something strange, something dangerous. Suddenly the wind picked up. Clouds gathered in the sky. A flash of lightning danced across the horizon. And then, out of the clouds, the dragon appeared. Long and shining, with glowing red eyes and golden horns, it flew in wide circles around the dinosaur. The dragon didn't speak, but its presence filled the air with fear and mystery. The T-Rex didn't understand what he was seeing. He had never seen something fly like this. The dragon didn't flap wings. It floated, twisted, and danced through the air like a ribbon in the wind. It was fast, too fast. But the T-Rex was not afraid. He was built for battle. His muscles tensed. His legs dug into the dirt. And then he charged. With a great roar, the T-Rex ran forward, jaws wide, trying to bite the strange flying snake. But the dragon moved too quickly. It rose high into the sky, then spun downward, flying just over the dinosaur's head. The dragon's claws scratched the T-Rex's back, not deep, but enough to make him angry. The T-Rex spun around, roaring louder. He tried again. Another bite, another miss. The dragon was playing with him, watching him, learning how he moved. The dragon wasn't just a strong creature, it was wise. It had fought many battles in the past against warriors, monsters, and even other dragons. But it had never faced something like this. A creature with no fear, or a creature that fought only to win. The dragon flew higher. Sky turned dark. Clouds thickened. And then lightning struck. It hit the ground near the T-Rex's feet. The dinosaur jumped back. Not from fear, but from surprise. He had never seen the sky attack before. The dragon spun again, rising above the storm clouds, its long body glowing with electric energy. The T-Rex roared back, louder than before, and charged once more. This time he was faster. He jumped up, higher than before, and snapped his powerful jaws at the sky, and he caught the dragon's tail. The dragon screamed. It was a high, strange sound, unlike anything the dinosaur had heard. Blood spilled from the wound, bright red and glowing like fireflies in the night. The dragon pulled away, twisting its body, breaking free. But the damage was done. The T-Rex had drawn first blood. Now the dragon knew this was not just another fight. This dinosaur was not a fool. He was not slow. He was dangerous. The dragon flew back quickly, rising into the air. Then, with a flick of its body, it sent a bolt of lightning from its mouth. It didn't strike the T-Rex directly, but it was close to close. The dinosaur's skin burned slightly. Smoke rose from his back. Still, he did not fall. The T-Rex took a deep breath. He stomped the ground, sending dust and rocks into the air. He looked up again at the dragon, who now circled him like a vulture above the dead. But this dinosaur was not dead. He was just getting started. And so, the battle began for real. The sky flashed again and again. The dragon attacked from above, fast, precise. But each time he struck, the T-Rex tried to catch him. And each time he came a little closer. Ground strength ruled in the air, speed and magic reigned. Both creatures were unmatched in their own worlds. But now their worlds had collided. The king of earth had met the god of sky, and neither would back down. The world had never seen anything like this before. One beast ruled the land, the other ruled the sky. Both were strong, both were fearless, but only one could win. The dragon circled high above the clouds, bleeding from the tail, but still proud. The T-Rex stood on the ground, teeth red, skin burned from lightning, but unshaken. Neither one was ready to give up. And deep inside both of them, something had changed. This wasn't just a fight for power anymore, it was a fight to survive. The sky darkened further. Thunder rolled like a drum of war. The dragon let out a roar not of pain, but of fury. It flew down at full speed, its long golden body twisting like a fast-moving river. Lightning sparked around its horns. Its eyes glowed, brighter than the sun. The T-Rex roared back, louder than ever. He stood tall, tail stiff, legs spread wide. He was ready. He didn't care about magic. He didn't care about storms. All he knew was battle. The dragon flew low, then swept sideways and slammed its body into the T-Rex's side. The dinosaur stumbled, but didn't fall. He bit forward, teeth clamping onto the dragon's shoulder. Another loud scream followed. Blood sprayed into the air. The dragon rose again, fast, but now breathing heavily. High above, the dragon paused. He looked down at the T-Rex. This creature was different, stronger than anything he had faced. No fear, no backing away. It's just raw strength and endless will. The dragon had fought knights, monsters, even other dragons, but never this. And the T-Rex standing still on the battlefield looked up. He had seen other dinosaurs. He had chased them, hunted them, killed them, but never had he fought something that came from the sky, with fire in its breath and storms in its heart. They were both tired, but neither would stop. Suddenly, the dragon's body lit up. Soft golden light shone from his chest, his claws, and even his long whiskers. This was not just a creature of muscle and teeth. This was a being of legend, a god in dragon form. The dragon dove down again, faster than before, with a streak of light behind him. The air cracked. Wind split trees in half. Rocks flew in all directions. But the T-Rex waited. And just before the dragon reached him here, jumped. No one thought the T-Rex could leap, but he did. His powerful legs pushed him into the air. His mouth opened wide, and he clamped down, not on the tail this time, but on the dragon's neck. The sound that followed was loud and deep. The dragon crashed to the ground. For a moment, everything stopped. The wind slowed. The thunder faded. The sky grew quiet. The dragon lay still. His long body curled. Smoke rose from the ground. His eyes closed slowly, and his glow began to fade. The T-Rex stepped back. He breathed hard. His chest rose and fell like waves. He looked at the dragon, and he roared. Last time, a roar of victory, but it was also a roar of respect. Because something had changed again. The T-Rex could have ended it, but he didn't. He didn't bite again. He didn't stomp the dragon's head. He simply turned and walked away, and then something strange happened. The dragon opened one eye. Slowly, weakly. He watched the dinosaur walk away. A small spark of gold returned to his skin. The wind brushed over his body, and in that moment, the dragon understood. This battle was never about killing, it was about proving who deserved to rule. The dragon, hurt but alive, lifted his head just slightly. He gave a soft hum, a song only he knew. The clouds above slowly drifted apart. Sunlight poured down, warm and golden. The T-Rex looked back once. Their eyes met, not as enemies, but as kings, one of earth, one of sky. Then the dragon rose slowly, twisting his body with effort, lifting into the air once again. He didn't fly high. He didn't spin or roar. He simply floated upward, calmly, like smoke from a candle. And then he was gone. The T-Rex stood alone in the field. Wind blew through the trees. The storm had passed. And though he had no crown, no throne, no kingdom to rule, he had won something greater. He had earned the respect of a legend, far away, where the mountains touched the sky. Old storytellers would whisper the tale of the day when the strongest dinosaur met the strongest dragon, of the battle that shook the heavens and cracked the earth, of two ancient beings who fought not just with strength, but with heart, and of how both walked away, wounded but alive, each knowing the other was worthy.